What is up, guys? Shout out the moon. Oh my god. There you go. I was trying to move it. Pretty moon, I know, right? And then we got Marley right here. Classic Marley. Always look like he's looking for bunnies right now. Look at him. Come on, buddy boy. I know. Anyways. Today's a good day. God, dude. It's been hot as hell. I know I keep saying that. And I literally thought the camera was facing me. Never mind. But yeah. It's been so hot. It was 90 degrees up until 7 p.m. It is now. Hold up. 10:15. Yeah. And it's like 78. I don't know. It feels good, but still, it's been a hot day. Anywho, now. More bunnies. I was like, what was that, bro? I gotta shave this tonight. Excuse me. It's just, it is what it is, but I hope your guys' day is going good. Are you doing good? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. Oh shit, I forgot to tell you guys. You know how I got that job? If you're what's the word? Damn it, what's the fucking word? Ah, that sucks. I totally forgot the word. Damn. Whatever. There's just, if you are someone who always watches my videos, right? Then, you would know that I was talking about how I got some job where you sell vacuums and shit. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I quit. I was there for like 3 days. And on top of that, they're not even going to pay me for the orientation. What the fuck? I wasted 10 hours of my life. Did not get... What the fuck? Why? They're like, the payment wasn't going to start until you did the demos. What the what? So basically, they find people who may want the vacuum. And then you do a demonstration for them, right? A demo. That's when I was... Are you serious? Dude, on top of that, I was going to have to work 6 days a week. And I need time to do these videos and music and coding. And coding is because I'm trying to get an IT, right? In the meantime, I'm not monetized with YouTube, so, we got to do something that gets me more freedom in the meantime. So, rather than working a 9-to-5 job, I'll get to the point of the video, hold up. Rather than working a 9-to-5 job, IT is good money, I can make 6 figures a month. I'm set. And on top of that, most of it's remote. So I've had more time to make better videos, more money to travel, more time to make music, etc. Make apps, whatever. But I wouldn't have time to teach myself IT or anything like that if I'm working 6 days a week. What the hell? You know what I mean? 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fuck that. With 1 day off, I would have 4 days off a month. Bro, no. So I've never felt like that too with the job like that. Where I'm just like, nope, this is not it, nope. And I'm glad I listened. Sorry, I felt like there was a bug. I'm glad I listened because now I feel way lighter. I feel freer. And guys, if you feel, just follow your intuition because you know, your body knows. If you're somewhere and you don't feel like this is it, if you feel like a heavy sense on staying, that's a sign to go. But if you feel like an excitement, light feeling on the thought of even leaving, that's your higher self saying yes. It's giving you the green light. Go. Better things will align. Just this isn't for you. Come on, buddy. Go over here. He doesn't want to walk sometimes. He acts like he wants to walk, but then he'll literally stop himself. Like, what? He's like, no, I don't want to go this way. Anywho, but better things will come. That's just it. So listen to your intuition, guys. That's really what I'm trying to say. But now, for the point of the video. Your thoughts are spells. What you say about yourself and of reality are being manifested physically, whether you're aware of it or not. So if someone's always talking bad about themselves, that's exactly what they're going to experience. A reflection equal to what they believe. I believed I wasn't attractive. I wasn't talented. And I kept experiencing a reality of that because that's what I believed to be true. So when you really become aware of these stories that we're telling yourselves by meditating, breathing, you let them go. You have those ego deaths, you purge it out. It's like, this was never me. I just thought it was. So then you let it go. You change the script. You do a new story. You do new. When you see that you truly are the observer, observing these thoughts, not the actual thoughts themselves, you can let it go because, again, it never had power over you like you thought you did, or like you thought it did. So you just let it go and you start thinking better thoughts. There is love, there is unity, I am worthy, I am whole. Again and again, realizing that you are just the observer, not the thoughts itself, like I said. You know what I mean? Creating an identity out of it. Come on, Buster. You know what I'm saying? Your reality isn't random. It's being shaped moment upon moment by your thoughts and your words. And it's not even a metaphor. It's subconscious alchemy. Isn't that right, Marley? Right? Basically, the best thing I could say, a good metaphor, is that your subconscious is a sponge. It's absorbing all this information. We're identifying with it. We're attaching. It doesn't argue. It doesn't question. It just absorbs. Responding on these beliefs and thoughts that we think, and most of them since kids, which were handed down from our parents and so forth. But from you being aware, you breaking that cycle. You don't have to allow that to have an effect on you. You know what I'm saying? Just because they thought it to be true, your parents, doesn't mean that you have to. You just thought it did. So it's just like every judgment you pass, every sentence you whisper under your breath, it doesn't have to define you. You know what I mean? It never did. Every storm you repeat in your mind becomes basically a command to your inner world, which is then reflected out there, your outer world. You know what I mean? The subconscious can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. It simply just creates based on repetition and vibration. It's encoded, and you can rewrite that code. You know what I mean? Language isn't neutral. Every word carries a weight, an energy, a vibration. Every sentence is vibrational. So what are you telling yourself? What do you think to be true? So when you say things like, I can't do this, I'm always broke, I'm not worthy, no one sees me, you're not just venting, but rather you're programming. You're programming your subconscious mind to attract and just perceive of just that, because that's what you believe to be true. So speak with care, speak with love. Choose words that uplift, that align you with where you want to go, where you're going, and not where you were. Because the past is the past, and now is now. Shout out to the moon behind me. Once I've learned that how you speak about others, even because it's all reflection, often reveals how you speak about yourself, reveals how you think of yourself, because it's all a reflection. Criticism, it often masks self-judgment. I was like, who's that? And resentment, you know what that does? It often is unhealed pain within you. Maybe you wish you could have done more, and you see someone doing more, and you think you can, but you can. I'm telling you, you can. You just gotta want that for yourself, you know what I mean? So notice what you say in silence, because that voice is the builder of your future. That's why it's imperative, it's important that you just become aware of the thoughts that you're thinking. And remember that they're not you. They never were. You know what I mean? Turn judgment into compassion, to change. Turn self-attack into self-awareness. Because if energy can't be destroyed, only transferred and created, then transfer all that into just loving yourself and shit, you know? You know. You just gotta do it. And once I've learned the subconscious rewires through repetition and motion, breathing, meditation, you know, I began to affirm abundance even when it felt foreign, you know, even when it felt kind of unfamiliar, if you will. So you have to speak love, even when it feels distant. That's how it manifests more. You know what I mean? Affirm this truth until it becomes your baseline reality. The universe, being a reflection, will have no choice other than to reflect just exactly what you are affirming, if you will. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So just take a breather. You know, look around you. Flood your inner world with soulful stuff. You know what I mean? With what you want to experience, not what you don't. And not what you're afraid of. Because your subconscious mind it's a sacred mirror, and it's always listening. That's the real you, right? Not the ego, not the thoughts. So speak with power, speak with vision, intention. You know, feel the intention. Do it. Don't just say it. Because our words are literally powerful, you know. Our thoughts do create everything. They are the architecture, the foundation of what we're even experiencing and how we feel of ourselves and of reality. So this is really alchemy of consciousness, and you're the alchemist. Damn it. You really are. Whether it's... No, yeah, literally. And especially understanding that you ain't the body. You're just the observer. You feel so liberated. So not attached. When I went through my shift in awakening, you know, having all these ego deaths. Oh wow, someone has like a tarp that looks cool. Oh, you can't see it. Oh well. It's like a spiritual hippie tarp thing. But once I began to see that, like, I was just clinging to a story that I thought I was, you know, an identity that I thought I was, when I thought I was my body and not the observer. I didn't know. I was just the thoughts, whatever. Viewing world underneath all that shit. It felt very limiting, very trapped. But once you have that purge, right, that ego death, when you remember you're not the body, you're the energy, the consciousness flowing through, it's so freeing. Because knowing that you are the observer and that you are the heart, you can center yourself. And you look at it from a higher level. Wow, this never was solid like I thought it was. Everything is just energy. And it's always fluctuating. Sorry, I think there's a bug. I don't know, bro. Every time it just felt like a bug. And if I'm just energy and nothing solid, then these stories never had so much of a power over me. I am worthy, I am attractive, since I'm an energetic light being inhabiting a physical form. So freeing. So I started to live life and reality in a different way based off of that understanding of myself. Went out of victim mode into just pure experience. I became experience. There's a point in consciousness that when you just become experience, you know. You realize that you are one with everything. You are, you know, you are part of the Tao, the flow of things, as Ram Dass says. And when you realize you're just part of the flow, you just watch. You surrender. You don't try to control so much, because that was the ego trying to control. But you, as infinite light being, the spirit, you know, you just watch. You have fun, because you know you're here temporarily. It's all an exquisite game and dance, so why would we try to control it so much, right? Controlling only emphasizes that you're not okay, so you gotta change it a little bit so that you feel better. But that's the ego. You're not the ego. And then knowing all that, really remembering and realizing that, I started to think better thoughts through meditation. It rewires the subconscious, and then through meditation, it raises the awareness of the thoughts that we've been thinking since we were a kid, and the beliefs, like whether, like I used to think I was unworthy and not attractive, but then I began to realize through my shift that those were thoughts that my mom carried, and I took that baggage on as my own because everything is connected. And then I wished her love and light, I blessed her with good energy. I'm like, that's your attention, not mine. So now I'm just like, I am worthy. I have potential. I am talented. She believes that she isn't talented, but for so long I thought I wasn't too. But again, I was just feeling it all, mistaking it for me. That's why you have to breathe. If you don't breathe, sorry. If you don't breathe, I really hope I know it's gross. I'm sorry. Look, dude, there's a bunch of fleas right here. All right. What do you want me to do? Swallow? I already got my protein. Seriously, I had a salmon burger. Shit was bomb. But that's besides the point. Ah, damn it, I lost my train of thought. Where's the channel? Oh, yeah. So, now I realize that we all have talents. They're just dormant, waiting to be tapped into. Everyone. We're all part of the one, experiencing itself, right? Just expressing it differently. I promise you are talented, you are worthy, you just haven't tapped into these versions of yourself yet. And you do this again through breathing, through meditation, with the help of plant medicine, sure, but it is all within you. And that's all of what plant medicine has showed me, was that it has always been within me. We really are the psychedelic. And we have the power. Oh, that's the song I was gonna put. I got the power. Just like, I got the power. I'm gonna put a reminder so I don't forget to do it. Oh. Yeah, I got the power song. Okay, what time? What time is it? Okay, let's do 11. Yeah. So by now you're hearing it in the background as I speak, probably. Or you already heard it. But yeah, I just wanted to remember. That'd be funny, right? Yeah. Alright, buddy, let's go. And you can... Oh, now you want to walk more. This motherfucker, man. I'm about to ride my bike, I need some cardio. It's a good way to connect to your breath, too. And it's like, you can do it, right? But even doing things that connect you to your breath, like exercising, you get into a flow state. It's easier for you. Holy shit, that fucking scared me. It scared Marley, too. Maybe it was just a bunny, huh? Or it could have been a fucking skunk or something. Or a possum. At least I got my flashlight. Looking Marley. Look at him, he's lurking. I don't know, bro. It's gone. But anyways. You have the power and I believe in you. The question is, do you believe in yourself? Because you better. Buddy, come on, I gotta take a... Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. When you do things that connect you to your breath, like exercising, it allows you for you to get in a flow state easier. Like, think about it. These people that play football and basketball, do you think they're really thinking about what they're gonna do after that? Nah, they're in pure flow. And that's how they're able to get those shots so swiftly, because they're in flow. They're not thinking about what they're gonna eat. There's a spider web. They're just there, present in the flow. So you gotta be like that. Just be in the flow. I'll see you in the next video, guys. I gotta get this spider web on me. Or off of me. God damn it. Just enjoy it all. It's all an experience. You have the power. I got the power. Say bye, moon. Namaste, Liddy, guys. Change your thoughts, change your life.